Hey all, this is Nolan here with a week of training. This is during the holidays, so I'm at a garage gym here. I've been posting my kind of weeks of training with like short form media like YouTube Shorts and stuff, but figured I might as well, if I'm recording the videos, might as well just post it on YouTube here too. So big lift for this session was going to be the RDLs. I was supposed to do deadlifts, but just because of the setup, I decided to just do some heavy RDLs, which I haven't done in a while. These aren't strict by any means, but I was able to get pretty heavy at 275, and that got my lats sore as crap. So last week, someone commented asking if my training session in my previous video was overtraining, and I had answered in the comments, but just to kind of repeat the answer here, basically, yeah, that is not a sustainable session, but I'm not doing that session often. That was just a series of, there's a series of reasons why I trained that many compound lifts as hard as I did. And I'm fully recovered at this point because it's been so long since I trained that hard. So just kind of, there's lots of ways to think about it. Just because one session is a lot doesn't mean you're completely done training. And then this is just some single arm hold clips. Been working on that. Got all the way up from only be able to hold for like 3 seconds to 20 seconds on my right arm. And then pull-ups, yeah, these are probably one of my weakest lifts. I just have not put really a whole lot of effort into doing a lot of weighted pull-ups, but trying to kind of force them into the program a bit more. So just kind of doing almost like a drop set for pull-ups here. And then for bench press, the goal was to hit a heavy set of 5 and then another set at a lower volume of like 5 to 10 reps. Bench has been hit or miss the last several weeks. My all-time max is 245 for one, and then like a good rep max indicator is I hit 225 for 5. So today I was only able to take 205 for 5, and that was a pretty big struggle. But like there are some days where I'm able to take like 215 for 5, so it's varying quite a bit for bench press. And then for snatch, goal today is, at this point it had been probably about a week and a half before I last did any Oli lifts. So goal was just to do some doubles. First rep was going to be a pause at the knee. Second rep was going to be a full snatch. And then I was just supposed to hit something that felt good, but wasn't like the technique was kind of faltering at all. So everything was feeling pretty good, honestly. And then I missed this 135 here, but it felt more like an effort miss. So I just jumped back right up to 145, and this was my top set for the day for snatch. And this felt very nice. This made me want to try 155, but I decided to kind of just go back to 135 and try to get some reps in. And as you'll be able to see now, for whatever reason, I just was not hitting 135 today. Everything was just falling slightly forward. I'd catch it in the bottom and it would just drift forward away from me. But we moved on to cleans. Looking back at these cleans, it looked like I was banana backing a lot of these cleans, so I'm not really sure how that happened. It didn't seem like I was doing that later in the week when I was doing hang cleans, but that was weird when I'm watching this back. But goal today was just to hit something reasonable with good technique, so I settled on 185. Just hit it twice. This is about like 84%, but that's 84% with a belt, so I'm assuming this might honestly be closer to 90. Felt pretty solid though. And then finished up with overhead press and some accessories. And then on Saturday, I trained with my friend Andrew. He's a BJJ athlete, and he's also in my physical therapy class. Dude trains hard and has a lot of good information on his social media, so be sure to follow him. I'll put his info in the description. But yeah, we started off with some jumping. I think I'm going to start trying out some variations to kind of make them a bit more trickier in the next few weeks.
Like water, man.
Next we did hang cleans. He's pretty new to the Oli lift, so I was trying to give him some pointers, but we weren't trying to go heavy at all because we had big squats coming up.
When you bring the bar down and then you bring it up, right now you're staying crouched. Get up tall and then get under. So it looks early, but it's just like as soon as, like I'm getting up tall on my toes, and as soon as the bar is moving upward, I'm going down, and I catch it at the weightless point.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Still need it.
Bring it here. Sternum. That's all it has, as high as it needs to go.
Then we started squats. His goal was to hit a heavy single or one rep max PR attempt, and then mine was to basically test where I was after the last 5 weeks of my program without going all out on a one rep max attempt. So I was basically just going to do doubles and then a couple singles.
Nice.
Now this already is the heaviest I've gone in the last 5-6 weeks. And then this was basically his first attempt at a one rep max, and this is already a 5-pound PR.
Beautiful. Nice.
And then he was taking a little extended break, so I took another set. And then this was a big PR, more than he thought he was going to get today. Mind you, he's in running shoes and has no belt on, and he's like over 6 foot and is still getting that depth. So this was a nuts PR. And this moved well, but I figured I would take 295 for a single with the option for a double. Stuck with the single, and then went ahead and took 305. And this, so at the start of the program, my max was around 295. My all-time is 325, but at a different body weight. And I was able to hit 305 today, so that was pretty sick.
Push, push, push. One more. Easy. One more. Nice.
But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. My lifting schedule and training will be back to normal starting next week.
You got it.